Hello grade 12s and welcome to another mathematics lesson under the topic of differential calculus. Right now we're going to be looking at differentiation from first principles. So the important formula that you need to know is that f prime of x is equal to the limit as x tends to 0 of f of x plus h minus f of x all over h. So this formula is on the information sheet, right? The moment it mentions differentiation from first principles, you just remember that you're using this formula. Okay, so that's part 1. That was just made by me, so please take it down. So as we can see, number 1 states, calculate the derivatives of the following functions from first principles. 1.1 we have f of x is equal to 2x squared plus 4. So we already have f of x, right? Now we need to calculate f of x plus h. Where there's x, we put x plus h. So it's going to be 2 open bracket x plus h squared plus 4. Expanding what's inside the bracket, it's going to be x squared plus 2hx plus h squared, and then plus 4. So it's going to be 2x squared plus 4hx plus 2h squared plus 4. Okay, then now we use the formula f prime of x is equal to the limit as h approaches 0 of f of x plus h minus f of x all over h. So this is equal to the limit as h approaches 0 of f of x plus h is all of this. Sorry about that. We have 2x squared plus 4hx plus 2h squared plus 4 minus f of x is 2x squared plus 4 all over h. Let's keep a line for neatness. This is equal to the limit as h approaches 0 of 2x squared plus 4hx plus 2h squared plus 4. Negative times positive 2x is negative 2x squared. Negative times positive 4 is minus 4 all over h. This is equal to the limit as h approaches 0 of, so this goes away with this, right? And then positive 4 goes away with negative 4. So we are left with 4hx plus 2h squared all over h. This is the limit as h approaches 0 of, the common factor above is h. 4hx divided by h is 4x minus 2h squared divided by h is 2h all over h. This goes. So we have, it is the limit as h approaches 0 of 4x minus 2h. Now you can drop the limit and just, where there's h you put 0. So it is 4x minus 2 times 0, which is 4x minus 2 times 0 is 0. So therefore, f prime of x is 4x. Okay, I know that may have been hard, but please bear with me. Okay. 1.2 g of x is equal to 3x squared minus 6x. Okay, this is going to be a bit more difficult. So we have g of x. Now we just need g of x plus h. Where there's x, we put x plus h. Once again, x squared plus 2hx plus h squared minus 6x minus 6h. 3 times x squared is 3x squared. 5 times positive 2h is positive 6hx. 3 times h squared is plus h squared minus 6h minus 6x. Right? So once again, we're going to use the formula. G prime of x is equal to the limit as h approaches 0 of, we're dealing with g, so it's going to be g of x plus h minus g of x all over h. Now this is going to be harder. It's going to be the limit as h approaches 0 of, oh my, all of this is g of x plus h. So it's going to be 3x squared plus 6hx plus h squared minus 6h minus 6x minus g of x is 3x squared minus 6x all over h. Let's keep a line for neatness sake. So it's going to be the limit as h approaches 0. We remove the brackets. So this will remain as it is. Negative times 3x squared is negative 3x squared. Negative times negative 6x is positive 6x all over h. This is equal to the limit as h approaches 0 of, okay, 3x squared takes away 3x squared. Negative 6x plus 6x is 0. So we have 6hx plus h squared minus 6h all over h. Okay, we can see the common factor above is h, so it's going to be the limit as h approaches 0 of, common factor is h, so it's going to be 6 open bracket 6hx divided, or the common factor is h rather, so it's not, okay, sorry, let me just write that down. Limit as h approaches 0, common factor above is h, 6hx divided by h is 6x plus h squared divided by h is h minus 6h divided by h is 6 all over h. This goes, this goes. This is equal to the limit as h approaches 0 of 6x plus h minus 6. So we then drop the limit. It's going to be, where there's h we put 0. 6x plus 0 minus 6. So therefore, g prime of x is 6x. 0 minus 6 is minus 6. (1.3). Oh my, an even harder one. H of x is equal to negative 5x squared plus 8x. So we have h of x. Now we just need h of x plus h. Whether it's x, we put x plus h. Negative 5. We know that it's going to be x squared plus 2hx plus h squared plus 8x plus 8h. So it's going to be negative 5 times x squared is negative 5 x squared minus 10 hx minus 5 h squared plus 8x plus 8h plus 8x. Right? So once again we write the formula down. H prime of x is equal to the limit as h approaches 0 of h of x plus h minus h of x all over h, which is equal to, oh my, we have to write this whole thing down first. Okay, it's equal to the limit as h approaches 0, negative 5x squared, okay, negative 5x squared minus 10 hx minus 5h squared plus 8h plus 8x minus negative 5x squared plus 8x. Sorry for the overlap, all over h. So this is the limit as h approaches 0. Just remove the brackets. It's going to be negative 5 x squared minus 10 hx minus 5 h squared plus 8h plus 8x. Negative times negative